Hi, my name is Marissa, and today I will be talking about me being the apprentice for the leadership assignment. So I have my list here, and I'm just going to talk about my experience being the apprentice and what I learned, and everything with having a mentor. So I wrote down 5 points. Number one tip was to speak with confidence. That's something that I've struggled with a lot, is just speaking with authority and just, being the woman in the room that knows what they're talking about. And so that was my first tip, was to speak with confidence. Just put your shoulders back, put your head up. Body language is a big part of being a great leader, and just living with confidence in general. But yeah, and the next thing is to be vocal, but not too vocal. And so this is about, offering your opinion, offering your knowledge, offering up what you have to say and contribute to any situation, but don't take over the room. Muster out other people's ideas and thoughts and opinions to get your own voice heard, but add to the conversation and make it something that complements the rest. Number 3 is actively listen, and again, body language. So being an active listener is not just listening to a conversation. And I think we've all been there, where we've been in a room and somebody's talking to us and we're really thinking about, okay, what am I gonna wear out tonight, or what am I gonna make for dinner? And you're not really listening to that person, but active listening is very important. My dad's always said something kind of funny: nothing turns someone off more than talking to a wall, which is true. Talking to someone who isn't listening is just, not only is it not fun, it's also, it really depletes a lot of your energy and causes you to feel all these different feelings of anxiety and stuff like that if someone's not listening to you, especially if it's about an important topic or something that you're passionate about or something that means a lot to you. Active listening is a very crucial element to that. So another one would be to offer advice when asked, and if not, just listen. This is a really big one that my mentor was talking with me about, and it's the notion that if somebody's talking to you and just telling you about their day, or talking to you about something, they're not asking for a solution. They're more just offering you conversation or knowledge, or like an example would be hey, I don't know what to do at work. I'm supposed to be training people, but it's just so frustrating, you know what I mean? And then the listener would say, oh, I completely understand, I'm sorry you feel that way, rather than saying, oh, well, you should raise your voice, or oh, well, you should blah blah blah, or oh, you should X, Y, and Z. A lot of times offering a solution when unasked, it doesn't really help. Honestly, it maybe even hurts. So that was another one. And then the last one I'm going to talk about in the video is offering up your skills. So this a little bit goes with the previous ones that I was mentioning, but when you want to be the leader in the room, when you want to take charge and just dominate, the situation in a really loving and peaceful way, offering your skills and offering your advice as a way to get there is a really good idea. So my mentor brought up the TV show Lost, if anyone has seen that. I love that show. If you haven't, basically, these people get abandoned on an island. They're on a plane trip and their plane crashes and they end up on this foreign island. No one knows what's going on. Everybody's confused. There's lots of injuries, etc. The main character, his name is Jack. He literally just starts putting people to work, delegating, offering his skills as a doctor and a medical professional to the injured. And because of that, on day 1, he becomes the leader of the show. And it's funny because as I was working through the day 1 leadership course, I was watching an episode of Lost, and it was like season 2 or something, but one of the characters said to Jack, the leader, who made you the leader? And before that, nobody had even said actually that he was the leader, or he hadn't dictated himself the leader or anything. But because of the way that he was acting, you know, being active in everyone's life and, you know, participating and being and listening and offering his skills, he became the leader of the group. So I thought that was really cool and interesting and pertained to the lesson. So yeah, I had a really, really cool experience with my mentor. I met 2 times a week for 3 hours on Zoom, and we just talked about different scenarios, and he walked me through some of his favorite books and why, and how he runs a business, and how he came to run a business, and it was just a really great experience. And I'll be able to use these tips that I just talked about in the future in a myriad of places, in my everyday life, in my relationships, in future job opportunities where I want to be a leader, because I have that leadership personality, and now I have the skills to execute those. And yeah, so thanks so much.